All right. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Sonic block of MAGFAST. Very appropriate, of course, for this year's theme. We are starting off with Sonic 2 being ran by ItsTheHutch over here with BlazeBots on commentary. I'm your host, Metaru, and let's go ahead and get over here to the game.
Oh, we should probably go to the title screen.
No, we don't. We don't have time to mess around. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
What?
Start the timer, start the timer. Let's go.
There we go.
Hi, my name is Hutch. I've played this game since it came out. Okay, this is more like a casual brisk stroll through this game. That's why it's, I'll try my best present. So, this is my favorite Sonic game. It's also my first Sonic game, and so...
Technically, it's my first Sonic game, too. I bought Sonic, I got Sonic 1 and 2 and a Sega Genesis on Sonic Tuesday.
Perfect.
If anyone remembers, if you bought a Sega Genesis on Sonic Tuesday, which is the day that Sonic 2 came out, it happened to be a Tuesday, if you bought a Sega Genesis that day and Sonic 2, they gave you Sonic 1 for free, and it was that not for resale version. National holiday. Oh, yeah.
I always thought not for resale was always for the pack-ins. That's the only time I ever see them.
I mean, technically, it was a pack-in. Technically. It was like a one-day pack-in.
I should probably introduce myself. I'm also here. I'm Nick. I talk about Sonic on YouTube. That's why I'm here.
we got
Talk a little bit, right? You know, it's like...
That's how it goes.
More the merrier.
Speaking of which, we are raising a bunch of money for Child's Play. Our host over here will be reading the donations for you if it comes in there. And I'm going to cringe really hard because...
That ring amount's nice. I'm sorry to interrupt.
So that is a very nice ring amount. I don't know anything about nice ring amounts at all. Anyways,
Tails is really definite for me right now. He's supposed to really be doing all the fighting, but that's okay. I can make up for it.
So Hutch, the way that you play and the way I play this are incredibly different.
Yep.
You run through this as fast. I do love that. I love that when that happens. You just run through this game as fast as you can. Absolutely bonkers. I'm like an exploratory player, and I have to get every single Chaos Emerald. I usually get them, most of them, before I even leave Green Hills or Emerald Hill Zone.
I'm sorry, we have to pay our respect to the
Chemical Plant Zone. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I've got a question for being ignorant to speedruns in general.
Yes.
So, I'm obviously familiar with these games, classics specifically. As speedrunners, is there a significant difference on how you tackle these games with the slight quality of life improvements from the original games to Origins?
First of all, I love that you're calling us speedrunners. That is a very, very heavy weight to that. Hutch and I are extremely casual. I would say that this is, as far as in this specific case, I don't know if we would be the right person to ask that question to, because we're
just vibing up here.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to play the game like a 7 out of 10 versus like a speedrunner's 10 out of 10.
Okay.
There's going to be some skills that translate there, but it's really just like, don't stop, don't die. That's really all we're doing over here.
Can't stop, won't stop. Bad boys for life.
But as far as like most runners, I can say for like other games that I do run that in that area, it's honestly often considered a completely different category. So I run Sonic R, and the Sega Saturn version and the Gems and PC version are completely different runs because of the field of view.
Okay. I did not know that. That's interesting.
The field of view on the Saturn version is next to nothing because it just has a lot of pop-in.
Right.
Versus the remakes for PC and Gems Collection, which are honestly the ideal versions to play with.
And I imagine with like the weather changes too. That
Exactly.
changes. Interesting.
Most runners actually, I'm one of the few runners
Oh no.
that doesn't do ice runs.
It's okay. We'll get through this.
if you've ever seen the Sonic Symphony, who here has ever been to the Sonic Symphony? You know that this is one of the best parts of the orchestra part.
Hey, shout out to Sam Procrastinates for like editing that in too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This video was so much fun to watch alongside that. It was awesome. All right, then I have a question for the entire audience then. Oh no! Oh no!
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I really wanted that anxiety. It's okay. We got to see Tails be very cute. Anyways, you had a question for the audience?
Yeah, just the audience. I want to see what happens here. What color is Tails?
Uh-oh.
Fascinating.
What's the correct answer?
Well, I say orange, but I'm
heard
an old
mango.
man,
I
and
like that
I saw
answer.
him with the. You know, I saw the things that said like, "Hey, it's supposed to be orange or whatever."
These are people shaking their heads a little bit.
And then Sonic Heroes happens, and they're all primary colors.
Well, I mean, you hit, no, but Fly is yellow, but doesn't mean everybody, like, not every character that's
Yeah,
Fly
that's
is
the
yellow
thing,
anyway.
though. Yeah, but like you can see Fly, you see the power thing. That's clearly yellow.
Well, right.
So that's a fascinating thing. They've just. Here's the interesting thing. Sega has given 3 official answers in the mainline games.
Really?
Sonic Adventure 1, he's called Orange.
Okay.
Sonic Adventure 2, he's Fox Brown. And Sonic Unleashed, he's yellow.
Okay, yellow and orange, but brown, really?
Yeah.
The Brown Tails is, I would say, more like the comic book version.
Yeah.
That's always how I've always imagined that. Or
I'm
like
hearing a wave of discussion happening. This is what happens every time I bring this up. It's interesting to me.
someone out in the audience, Hutch mentioned this earlier. Someone out in the audience said mango, and I think that's my new favorite
Those are-
answer.
I'm tired of the cowardly answers. Goldenrod, mango,
Yeah.
amber. No. Yellow, orange. Pick a side.
I'm sorry, my immediate thought was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, where I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see it. But then I'm
So-
like, I don't know if that really counts.
I'm a classic Sonic fan, so I'm always going to lean towards the orange.
Yeah, same.
But I do like the appeal of the primary colors.
I do
But
too,
like
yeah.
I also think that the yellow is the most gauche of them.
I don't know. Give me Super Tails. Make him yellow.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you know what? That's true.
Bring
that's
those
true.
back.
I'm kind of bummed in Heroes that they like didn't give them the super point. They just put them in a bubble. It's like that's good.
No, like I still remember to this day, like I was, because I've loved Sonic since Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God!
Hutch, what is going on?
Oh gosh.
So-
My partner
Upsetting
betrayed
everybody
me.
with the orange guy.
Hey, we get the vibe to more chemical play. You
No,
know
I'm
what?
interested-
It's
Yeah,
always
exactly.
no plan.
Because there's a speedrun with Heroes later, so maybe I'll talk about it then. But like, I have fun with the game, but
Oh yeah.
but like as a classic fan growing into like the adventure games, and I love the adventure games, so I was excited
Are you
to see.
serious? Bro!
It's okay. There's no lives in this version.
I'm just gonna let him fight it.
Go get him, Tails.
See, this
Thank you.
is
Just let Tails
this is
do
what
it.
happens when we talk about Tails for the entire run. Sonic just gives up.
Like, we just want to talk about Tails. Okay, well, that's fine.
Do it. Go.
To be fair,
Come on, do
Anyway, I
it. Come
agree.
on.
The bubbles are
Oh,
done.
now? Okay, all right.
to be fair, this is the game that introduced Tails. So like, it's worthwhile talking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Oh yeah.
All right.
it's so weird because Sonic Heroes though is also the game that was supposed to be more like the classic Sonic
Yeah.
games, but they drastically changed Tails.
Oh yeah.
I'm cowering in shame. I'm sorry.
It's interesting though, like going back
I
to
love
this.
Chemical Plant Stone so much.
What I hated about the end of Chemical Plant, though, as a kid, 'cause
Uh-huh.
you never forget when it happens. You beat the boss, because you can't move things as well when you're a child as when you're an adult. You have to work to get to that point.
Right.
And then you beat Robotnik, and then you still die if that thing flips out from right under you.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I don't know if you caught the first run we did. Blaze actually played Sonic 1 as Big the Cat.
Oh,
Defeated
really?
the final boss. And then
So
accidentally-
when Big jumps, he does not crawl into a ball automatically. And my muscle memory of Sonic the Hedgehog, playing those games, it's very difficult to undo that.
Right.
So I just like ran up into Eggman and immediately died. After doing the final zone, just like while he's floating away, and I was like, oh, I gotta redo this all over again. And I was like, time. No, wait a minute, no.
Oh no.
Oh, you gotta use the fishing rod. That's
But-
your weapon.
I gotta play more of these mods. This sounds so much fun.
It was a fun one, honestly.
It was
Like, watching
amazing.
them play, amazing.
I actually just got done playing the demo of Sonic Galaxia. which is
yeah, that's really cool.
stunning.
Yeah.
I was already. You've been getting crushed a lot,
Tails here, though. He's
and
here.
we keep getting chewed tails.
I know.
But yeah, Sonic Galaxia is
I got physics out of that one.
it's got Fang in it, so I was immediately had my appeal to it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I'm a huge Triple Trouble fan, so
That was the one thing that was kind of crazy, and I think that's almost why Superstars got such a harsh reaction to it from the community in general. I think most general audiences are fine with it, but like I think Sonic fans in particular are extra harsh with it because if you look at the fan community, we now have games so good they're almost like an essential play if you're a fan of classic Sonic.
at this point, like the best thing that Sega has done has been just like making sure that they allow those to continue.
Yes.
So like if they're not going to like fully fund them, at least I'm glad that they allow them to exist.
Yeah. No, same here.
Please.
Oh, there we go.
The
Oh, wow.
anxiety.
We've all been there.
That was just me this morning.
Shout out to Grounder from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right?
This is like the only part in any game that he's in, I think.
Yeah, this is the one that he looks exactly like him though. There's similar other enemies, but not the same.
The fun thing about this level is you never know where you're going to get hit from. It's like there's an arrow.
Well, yeah,
okay,
there's
that
all those
was-
bees
The
and-
arrow shot from like half a stage back, or
So this game is actually, for the longest time, this was the newest game I owned for about 6 years. We bought this on Sonic Tuesday, and we did not buy another game until I bought a PlayStation.
Oh wow.
Me and my mom would play this game all the time. It's actually one of the more emotional games I have, and for the longest time, it was the only game that my mom could beat it, but I couldn't. Now it's the other way around. My mom can't beat this, and when we do play, I'm like, okay, well, we still pass the controller. And hey, good job, Hutch.
There we go.
overshot.
But yeah, it's this is while it's not my favorite Sonic game, it's definitely the one that I have the most like memories attached to.
Yeah,
it.
I'm about there too. I mean, S3K is probably easily my
Same.
favorite, but
Same.
like I fell in love with the Hedgehog with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. And like back in the day, like there's only a year apart there. It was very rare that you didn't have both immediate. I think that's a shame for Sonic 1 because this one's such a vast and well, I know people debate about it. I do think it's a vast improvement in terms of what you want from Sonic.
Yes. 2 is the better game.
I agree. I've learned to appreciate 1 a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think 1 has a lot of ambition with platforming that didn't work with Sonic Speed.
You can tell they were still just going off of what was traditionally considered a platform.
Exactly,
And this
exactly.
game shows a lot more confidence in what the physicists are actually supposed to be doing.
Exactly. I feel like Marble Garden Zone in Sonic 1 and like and Labyrinth Zone are really great examples of like not understanding what Sonic is yet.
Like back when I was a little kid, like I just had like the NES and everything. So Marble Zone to me still like nostalgia-wise, I'm like, well, it's really pretty, but it's still trying to go through it. It's a chore.
Yeah. Also, it's like strangely one of the games where one of the few levels where it's almost impossible to get 100 rings.
Yeah.
Which is not. I've always loved finding the little secrets like that in these games.
Where do you guys land with Casino Night? I feel like that's a very contentious zone for a lot of fans. I feel like that's either like the least favorite Metropolis.
Metropolis
aside.
is the least favorite.
I think a lot of people don't like the. A lot of people don't like the meandering
real
of this
life,
zone.
yeah.
This is my favorite zone in the game. I love exploring this one.
Yeah.
It's best not to gamble, just like in real life. In
So yeah, I'm a big Casino Park enjoyer and Heroes too. So
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
always
yeah.
a fun. Bingo
That was
Highway,
the
too.
best thing about Heroes, in my opinion, was the
Bingo
fact
Highway too. Both those
they're
levels actually
so
slap.
good.
I have a frustrating time with the pinball, but the general artist that like the art direction, I just love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, they feel like they kept it very much in this vibe because like you even saw the panels that go from green to yellow to
Yeah.
red. They have those all over the place.
Yeah,
there,
absolutely.
There too.
Hutch,
Yo.
One of the problems I only had with Casino Zone was the final boss of Casino Zone 2 took me forever as a little kid to get under my belt, just because of the physics of it. Did you have like a similar experience? Because you grew up with this game as well.
At first, yes, but when you get kind of used to it, you can kind of. Okay.
I feel like it was the first one that I actually learned some technique on. You know?
Yeah, you can I don't know, slingshot's the right term, but
Yeah.
kind of work the physics in your way to kind of bounce from side to side and just kind of combo hit them.
It was a boss that forced me to learn actual physics techniques of Sonic the Hedgehog's movements. Just keep getting blocked. Get out of there. There you go.
Just got Shaquille O'Neal'd. All right.
Also,
This is so
again,
so pretty. I don't care. I love the zone.
just to give you an
Absolutely.
idea of how different my weird childlike playstyle was. Not only would I get all the Chaos Emeralds, but for some reason I call them chili dogs, the little pump things that change colors. They're like the street-like chili dogs. I don't know why.
All of them.
I get every single one of them.
Oh no.
Every single one of
Is
them.
it more of that swag? Is it called swag?
I don't know what it's called legitimately.
The chili
I've
dog
always
thing.
called them
It's
chili
so
dogs.
cool. It's so cool.
Yeah. But
The swag.
I-
yeah.
oh, the swag.
Right,
The
yeah.
swag. Sorry,
Oh, that's
I
a
thought you were
combination.
saying that's what the name of the item was called.
Yeah, they just call them that in place.
The swag is phenomenal this year. I actually was just playing with it right before this run.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you haven't turned on your swag yet, there is a Chow Garden on it.
Really?
There's an entire Chow Garden in the swag.
Oh, I gotta go buy one of those. Oh
There
my
we
God.
go.
Pretty
It is
sweet.
amazing.
you.
Good job.
All right.
I like that his Eggmobile here, just because Christmas just wrapped up, and I rated more than a couple cars that just wrapped
Yeah.
Christmas lights around an old jalopy. That's just what it looks like to me.
Side note, while we got it, do we have any donations, by the way?
We actually do. I'll go ahead and go through them here. So we've started off. We got a $40.96 donation from
Oh, wow.
from Enid13X, the Yojimbo Appreciation Squad. We do love Yojimbo from Final Fantasy, absolutely.
Very nice.
Thank you.
$10 from Anonymous donated it. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
$10 from Zero Blade Edge.
Oh, thank you.
And it's towards making Hawk play as Tails for our Sonic Mania run later. This is going to make Hawk play as Tails. Love the event and had a blast running. We absolutely loved having you up here. And he gave another $10. Shout outs to Blaze Bops and Hutch. You both got this.
Oh, thank y'all.
Thank you.
And then lastly, a $25 donation by Jay Swerve. Thank you so much, everybody, for your donations, which I believe does mean, Blaze, that we did achieve the goal you mentioned
Yes,
earlier.
yes. Guys, can I just get, I'm not going to do this very often, and I'm not going to do it in a microphone. You know what? We just broke the most money we have ever raised at this event, ever.
Oh my God! Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Ever. We are officially at the highest amount we have ever raised in a single weekend. So you know what? In classic MAGFest style, don't leave me hanging, y'all. I know my voice is gone, but. All right, thank y'all.
Beautiful.
All right, keep those donations coming in. Oh yeah, hey, look, you're playing a video game.
There we go.
We're at the,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm hanging out.
we're at the top of that hill.
We're vibing. Are you sad that we didn't get a chance to do Sonic 06? Because I am.
So the original run that we were supposed to be doing right now was actually a race between Hutch and I. I was going to be playing Sonic 06, and he was only going to be allowed to play Sonic 2 during the loading screens of Sonic 06. Unfortunately, we've had so many amazing runs, but they've also gone a little too long. And I'm one of the organizers of the event. I've also had several runs this weekend, and I don't want to cut someone else's run, so I decided to cut my run so that we can make sure we get everyone else's run in on this weekend. So the Sonic 06 versus Sonic 2 run will have to wait another year, but we still had like a half hour left. So we're just doing a fun Sonic 2 run, but eventually Yes. I do want to do the Sonic 06 loading screen run with you. We've been planning to do this run since Too Many Games 2017.
Sounds right.
And that was the Sonic year for Too Many Games. I did a Sonic 06 run then. And we just joked in the middle of the run. He was on my couch. And he was just like, I bet you I could beat Sonic 2 during these loading screens.
Oh my god.
So we still have yet to find out if he can, and hopefully one of these days we'll make that happen. But we do have some amazing runs today.
Thank
hey,
you.
good job, Tails.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
I knew it was gonna be useful eventually.
By the way, Tails, secretly the MVP of the Sonic 3 movie, in my opinion.
Yo, so true.
Pretty pro.
I would say Knuckles. I was surprised how Knuckles was just the big brother.
Yeah.
Like, he was a moral.
So true.
Knuckles came clutch at the very end,
Oh, yeah.
saving the day at the very end. Sorry, we're gonna get some Sonic 3 movie spoilers here. I just assume if you're Hero Fest, you've seen the movie already. But
So we had a death in the movie.
Yes.
And then we had a fake out death. I couldn't care less. Knuckles being sad because Sonic broke his heart. Couldn't
Yes.
stand it. Couldn't handle it.
yes.
What? When he's like, "Where's the Master Emerald?" He's like, I can't show you." And he's like, "You're to show me." It's like,
The
I have to
fight-
fight
yeah,
you, but I won't because I love you. A sweet boy. And then in the cornfield later, he's like, "Team Sonic, sweet boy."
I
Sweet
cried.
boy.
I legitimately cried. I went into that movie and I was like, oh, well, I'm having a fun time. Our popcorn bucket that me and Hutch bought is right over there.
I'm still trying to find that swirly cup.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I want that so bad.
And me and Hutch were just having a good time going to the fan event. I left the event. I was just like in tears. I was just like, live and learn. It was such an amazing event. I cannot believe that those movies are as good as they are based on like where we started.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah,
they just
like-
get better because they just lean more into why we love the franchise.
Exactly. Like get weirder.
That's part of the, like, to self-promote, I guess. Like, later tonight, I have a panel about is Sonic good again, considering like the general consensus.
What time is your panel?
10:30 tonight in room 4.
There we go.
But
Shout out.
I met more than a couple people that have become fans of Sonic recently. That's nothing I've always assumed everyone just latches on as kids, but that movie's changed a lot of minds about it.
Well, you know, I learned the same thing when we did our Sonic 06 run in 2017.
Yeah.
Our entire audience was very young.
Yeah.
And you know, we were shitting on Sonic 06 a lot.
Sure.
Like you do.
Like you do. And the kids in the audience, they got it, whatnot, but it was their favorite Sonic game.
Oh yeah.
They grew up on that Sonic game.
Yeah.
And every generation has that game. For a lot of people, it's Sonic Heroes. For a lot of people, it's Sonic Adventure 2. I'm old as hell, so like it's the classic 3 for me. Like Sonic Origins was like made for me basically. But also like the adventure titles are also a big part of my childhood. I was
huge part for me. Yeah, Adventure 1's my second favorite game. Yeah.
Agreed. Adventure 1, I bought it on $9.99.
Yeah.
I was 15 years old, and that was the day that I was like, oh, I'm a capital G gamer.
Yeah.
This is my personality now.
Yeah. Because it was, I know the word's overused, but the Dreamcast was such a vibe.
I love it so much.
Like, if you hear $9.99, like, you had to be. You had to be there.
I was watching
man.
the MTV Music Video Awards that day, playing my Dreamcast, playing Sonic Adventure, watching the commercials because Sega Dreamcast was promoting the shit out of it. Yeah. And then Marilyn Manson was on there singing about Sega Dreamcast. It was weird.
Sega Dreamcast.
It was like in a commercial. It was so weird.
The 90s were weird.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I'm a huge Dreamcast fan. I'm at 240 of 245 of the Dreamcast US collection. I almost have every
Very
game.
nice. Very, very nice.
Very close. I stopped being an everything
Thank you.
collector. Good job. And now,
Alright.
just Dreamcast.
Well, while we're going between stages here, I'll go ahead and read a couple of these
That's right.
donations. $5 donated by McNux. Got a hot take here. Y'all wrong about Tails' fur color. He's burgundy, tangerine, golden butter. Trust me, I know. I had that great color as a kid.
All right, okay. So burgundy would just wash out everything else, right? That's just a deep brownish red.
No. Time out.
Where do you have room for tangerine golden butter?
I need everyone to donate $5 and give us the dumbest Tails color you can.
Amazing.
Give me the most descriptive, dumbest Tails color you can. Sonic 2, what's the Tails' color? That's what I want to hear.
In the meantime, we've also got a $25 donation from Azure Sakura. My most hated stage in Sonic 2 is definitely Metropolis Zone.
Yeah,
Slicers never fail to hit me.
Yeah.
Those slicers suck. For me, it's the starfish. I don't know why. I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm at the right angle to miss them. Nope.
A few years later, when Pokemon Gen 1 came out, like
Yeah.
I had like a Vietnam flashback. When Staryu showed up. Just ridiculous. But yeah, oh man. I'm actually curious to see, because again, since we're using Origins here, like I played it at launch and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see just how much a difference it makes having widescreen available with those slicers.
That's true.
Can you still move around it, or is it just an inevitability?
Oh, don't worry,
You're
I'll
gonna be
still get
cursing.
Like having
I
that,
won't let you down.
having that little bit of window space is great. Although I will say, there's an excellent mod for this on PC that doesn't center Sonic. He actually is off to the left just a little bit,
nice.
or he's off to the right depending on which direction you're going in. So it's actually a pretty phenomenal camera that does make a difference for stages like that. But yeah, also like you gotta get Sonic Origins on PC anyways for at least the soundtrack mod. Like don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles, every version, even the PC soundtrack. But I grew up with the Genesis soundtrack.
I'll whine about it during S3K later.
You got
I'll
it,
whine about
got it.
Oh, perfect.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to think about this because every time I go back here, like I can just roll through this game no problem nowadays. But as a kid, this was like the breaking point for me. It's
Got
like,
it.
Like I
Really?
endured as much as I could through the adventure, but usually, like only a few times could I get past Oil Ocean. I don't know why nowadays.
Same. It was one of my biggest ones as a child as well. My mom always had to beat Oil Ocean for me. And it's so weird. When Sonic Mania came out,
Yeah.
I had like kind of like, ooh, it's this hard
Yeah.
stage. It's kind of, but it actually was so much more fun, especially with the elemental shields interacting with
yeah.
everything. So, and that being said, that stage, especially this Act 2
Yeah.
of Sonic Mania, it's still very rough. Not like in a bad design way, just like it's difficult, you know?
Yeah.
I do feel like this is probably the worst design stage besides Metropolis Zone in Sonic 2.
Easily the most challenging. Like a lot of the off-screen pellets there.
Yeah.
Remembering.
Like, there's a lot of great gimmicks in this one,
Sure.
but I don't think they're used effectively.
I've got terrible news.
Oh, great.
We've had donations of a couple different color opinions.
I love it.
All right, we got $5 donated by Noctzite, which is Tails white with orange spots.
Okay, got it. Well, that's still orange. I'll take it.
And then we've got a $5 donation by Witherman, which is Tails has a Pantone R Orange 021 CP, and I won't hear anything else about it. Y'all are silly, and I hope you're ready to get silly with Sonic Adventure later.
I love that. I love that. So I should probably explain how that even started, that conversation, because the Crash Bandicoot account on Twitter.
Oh my God. Here we go.
One time they just said, "Hi, I'm Crash. You might know me as Orange Sonic," and I just retweeted with a picture of Tails saying, "We already got that." And the first response was, "What do you mean? He's yellow?" And I, "Excuse you? What do you mean?" And then I just like, I was gonna debate about it. Like, are you crazy? Do your eyes not work? But then, as it turns out, people split down the center and I've just been fascinated ever since.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where like you visually know it, but I've never really like consumed that information.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know?
No, I got like some of my closest friends. Awesome.
Nice
We're
job.
just rolling through this.
Thank you.
By the way, I never used the ducking technique for this boss.
He's inky purple now.
Yeah,
Drowning in
so
oil.
I didn't even think about that. I've always just like jumped out of the way.
Oh, that's the only way to really avoid those things.
Yeah, I
know.
see that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Metropolis Zone, here we go.
Yes, that's the correct reaction from Metropolis Zone.
All right, well, don't you worry. We have another opinion of what Color Tails is.
These guys especially, I'm sorry.
It's a $10 donation by the Grand Poobah, which is Tails in Sonic 2 is the color of an orange that you know isn't quite ripe yet. Like if you eat it, the flavor will be muted and make you gag just a little.
You know, he's kind of like that like orange juice color.
He's Donald Duck orange juice. Exactly, Donald Duck
cheddar
orange
cheese.
juice.
He's cheddar cheese.
Oh,
where
wow.
people will debate whether or not, like, you could say, oh, the orange cheese or just cheddar
Yeah,
yellow.
yeah, you're
He's
right.
just right there. Say it. I don't know how they did it.
Pasteurized
They just
cheddar.
found that balance point.
No.
Don't,
No, Tails,
don't do it.
no.
Do,
Do it. Do it.
do it.
Crowd
Do
of
it.
more questions.
No. That's what you get, you Pantone bitch.
A monster. How could you do this to him?
Did
If it's
you
not
see?
Maria, it's Tails. We just support.
It's okay. He's
Yeah, no.
he's literally.
I thought we met the kill the animals incentive. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Tails is immortal, apparently. Did you see that they're talking about discussing that Tails is immortal in the future Sonic movies?
Really?
Yeah, but because he always comes back. Every time he dies, he always comes back.
Oh.
And they're talking about playing with that in the next Sonic movie.
Why? Why?
I don't know. I don't know what that
Violence is
means.
funny.
That's like Ken Pender's levels of just like deep lore
Yes.
craziness. That's wild.
But yeah, someone asked him if they were, Jeff Fowler, if they were going to like do something about that. And he was like, you know, I never thought about that, but that sounds great. I don't know how, but now I kind of want to do it.
I love that. I love Jeff Fowler. He's been so receptive to our goofy community.
Exactly.
Oh,
Especially seeing how like he put in a lot of work, and I'm sure he loved that original design.
Sure.
And like that's got to be a hard place to accept that. Let's be fair. We were extremely loud
I
criticism.
knew I was going to get hit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Cannot
I knew it.
believe
Good.
Yeah.
that clipped you. All right, I've got a couple other donations.
Okay,
here,
let's
and
get
then
them donuts.
We got one other thing to go over afterwards. So, $5 donated by Crystals. Tails is pound F1AF00.
Yes, hex code. Get
Thank
it.
you, Hex Code. Very cool.
Oh, no.
A $10
Okay.
donation from Medallion, which is Tails is a vintage Kraft macaroni and cheese. And then a $5 donation from McNux, which is Hutch is a Tails murderer, and I'm here for it. Go Hutch! All right, one other thing that I wanted to ask you, Blaze. We are fastly approaching the big percent run here.
Yes.
So I don't know if we wanted to go ahead and call it here and go ahead and get ready to switch over to that, or if we were wanting to continue to play a little bit of this.
I still have a ways to go, so if it's best to cut it,
No.
We're good either way. But
I'm gonna keep it on. Yeah.
in the meantime, with regards to that, so we've got the big percent Sonic Adventure 2 run coming up. It's going to be super exciting. But
Okay.
if you are here specifically only for Sonic Mania, do know we will be clearing the room after the big percent run. So if you're just here to try and stake out a seat for that, you will be put out, and we will have to we'll have to bring people back in.
Hey, so we're having a good time.
All right.
So we're just gonna stick around and we're gonna finish Sonic 2.
Right
right
who
on.
else has a bad opinion on what color Tails is?
Exactly. That being said, donate to the 180% question mark incentive for the big percent. They've got a really funny thing that they've got planned for that. But also, get ready. We're gonna go find Big. There he is, Big Tail. Actually, There he is. There's big. No.
That's Gengar.
No, wait a minute. That's not.
That's
This is a
Gengar.
purple character.
Identify proper.
Never mind. I saw a big purple character and I was like, that's got to be big.
All purple characters are not big to the cat. This isn't a square rectangle.
What color is big?
It's all right. I found Froggies just right up front.
Oh,
That's awesome.
true.
Are good.
This guy. All right.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Both of these guys.
Yeah.
suck. Oh my
Mantis,
god.
man.
So many sucky guys.
Did Gen 1 Pokemon just take all their designs from this stage?
I mean. Hey, now.
You're not
Let's not be too hasty.
I did like Scyther. He was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm a big steel type enjoyer, so obviously I love Gen 2. They have the Turn to Scissor. Pretty sick.
So like the next stage has my favorite all-time Badnik because I just like turtles. It's my favorite.
Yes.
That's
So
fair.
like, so I've carefully watched like each generation Pokemon pass to be like, there's another turtle. There's another turtle. I now have more than enough to make a turtle team. Of,
Aren't
like
you-
different elements
true.
too.
You're
You just
also
got
a
the
big turtle and green fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a simple creature.
Okay,
Yeah.
got
You
it.
just got the legendary turtle in this last
You
one, too,
sure did,
right?
bud.
So you can
We
even
sure did.
capstone it.
Yeah.
You're looking at it, you're like, yes, I need it.
This last one too, they had like this weird. I'm not played through Legends yet, but like they have a soft shell turtle that turns into a.
Oh,
clown thing.
that's right.
Anyway, Metropolis.
Oh, actually, anyway, the next stage you're talking about is legitimately my favorite song in the entire game, Sky Chase Zone.
Oh,
Nice
Sky
show.
Chase is
You
so
mean Metropolis
good.
Zone 3?
Oh, no, the next new stage. But yeah, Sky Chase Zone, I legitimately, as a kid, would put on the sound test and go to sleep to Sky Chase Zone.
That's a good song to fall asleep to.
It was either that or the credits music.
And I think one of my favorite songs, like my go-to answer is always gonna be Mystic Cave. That one just
It's
kind
so
of
good.
hit.
That's a good
It's so
one.
good.
Yeah, it's a Halloween spooky party.
Okay, I'm
First
moving on.
Halloween song is Pumpkin Hills, so you know. It's like,
Oh my God.
I know it's the classic one, right?
I love it though.
I kind of wish they would be more spooky Sonic stuff. It feels like every time they do spooky Sonic stuff, you get a bop out of it.
It was
like
just
Pumpkin
that-
Hill Zone.
Exactly.
It was just that those set of games just had just the most fun like art direction with Halloween stuff. Like
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes Shadow of all games. It's supposed to be this dark, moody game. That's some of the most fun art direction in any of the
Yeah.
levels I've seen.
Oh yeah. Well, and not Radical Highway, but the first level theme that the name is not coming to me, but it's so good in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Westopolis?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Westopolis. Oh, it's just such
That
a good way to
remix
open.
in the DLC for
True.
so good.
Yeah.
It was really weird that like Sonic Unleashed is not spooky at all.
You would think so,
Even though you're
right?
playing as a werehog.
I'm gonna leave my controversial opinions at the.
The real
The jazz
spooky thing
bands
about
await you.
Sonic
It's such a
Unleashed is-
confusing
is
game. Totally. I
It's
don't
trying to get to the
understand
next
what it's trying to
level and
do.
realize you don't have sun or moon medals.
Yeah, the Sun or Moon medals are notorious in that game.
I will note that I do think that Mystic Mansion is probably also like just one of my absolute favorites of the kind of spooky music. Just
Yeah.
it opens so good. That level
Yeah,
I like way more than Hang Castle because Hang Castle has too many rails, and I can go on and on about how rail grinding and Heroes sucks because of the switching, obviously, of all the things.
Why
They
does he have
ru-
fingernails?
They ruined the
Why
controls.
does he have fingernails? Why is it his arms stretched? It doesn't make sense. Give him claws. He's got fingernails.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to see Sonic's fingernails.
That's fair.
Feel incensed.
You're good. Look,
You're
I
like, I can't.
I get it. I
Grosses
got
me out.
claws. I understand.
I want to see like if he's gonna be wolfy, give him like proper wolf claws.
Yeah.
Just anyway.
He's a werehog, apparently, an unholy
Where means
machination
man.
of
It means man hog.
I don't know.
I love that this is what just happened. We have 4 big Sonic fans literally just like, okay, let's roast the weird hot takes that we have on the specific games that we're talking about.
I wonder just how many folks are just like not super huge Sonic fans. They're just
Yeah,
jumping
no.
all over the franchise.
What
Like,
the hell's
what's a
going on?
werehog? What are they
Yeah.
talking about?
What are we talking about?
Why are they talking about his manicure?
Where something get on into how Infinite was just brutally underused, and I think you should have been like propped up a little better.
I hope there's somebody in the audience like, who's Tails?
Well, I like everyone here in the audience. Would you say you're like a big Sonic fan? You're at a Sonic event, right? Like, put your hands up if you're
Okay,
a
we got
Sonic
a lot
fan.
of Sonic fans. I like
Got it. We got a few. They
I'm
know.
seeing some Sonic or Tails cosplays. I'm wondering if they're plotting my end with my opinions on his color later.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we need more colors, by the way.
We do have one, actually.
Oh.
So we got a $5 donation from Trey Nobles, which is Tails' color is a Super Nintendo that has been left out in the sun for a year straight.
Love you, Trey. Where are you hiding?
Hey,
Are you in
Sega
the
does what
audience?
Nintendo.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, hey.
Bud.
What an interesting, very specific.
You dug deep
take.
for that one, bud. Thank you.
Is that because Sega does what Nintendo don't?
Hey, yo.
Sega was like, well, we got this color. It's in the game. It's going to take a decade for Nintendo to catch up. That's what the blast processing is.
I hated this boss as a kid.
Well, because it's so hard to get around. It's just.
I don't know how you hit him without being hit. I've never
I
understood that.
got legitimately good at this boss.
Can you do this without being hit by
Yeah,
him?
I can do. I would get in the corner. I would do the Zelda 2 tactic of stay in the corner, just spin dash forever until you came down there.
Oh, is that?
That's
oh my
it.
God, that's
just-
really
that's it.
That's smart.
And he'll never touch you.
Yeah, 'cause you
Shout
just
out to
destroy
Tails
all
for
of the
stealing all
ads
the
and then
glory,
you
by
hit
the
him.
way.
Thank you.
That's
Shout
awesome.
out to Tails, period.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ingenious.
Miles per hour.
What's next?
Sky Chase time.
Legitimately one of the best songs in the game. It's such a chill vibe. And honestly, I love it because it's such a palate cleanser for the worst stage in the game.
It's also where Sonic takes my favorite animal and plunges them to their death.
Yeah.
Bye, turtles. Bye.
No.
Oh, sweet babies.
What about these turtles?
Turtle
Look
Rock.
how cute they
The
are,
turtles
my
riding the
babies.
turtles?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if he wasn't shooting fireballs at me. That's kind of rude.
I just wanted there must be some technical piece as to why Robotic was like, no, turtles should be the aerial ones. Turtles and chickens
Yep,
are the
yep,
ones
yep,
that are really
yep.
good at piloting these.
Yep.
Nick, what is your take on the auto scroll stages?
I don't like them.
Really?
I do
okay.
not like
I
them.
think you have the majority opinion on that then.
Yeah, I mean, I have nostalgia for this because I grew up with it, but
Got it.
Right.
it's just so antithetical to what I understand Sonic to be. I understand this being a palate cleanser.
Yes.
But also, maybe don't have Metropolis. Maybe just don't
That's
have
fair.
Metropolis.
That's fair.
We just next
But I do understand it, and I definitely appreciate the thought process of all of this because Metropolis is the toughest level in the game.
Yeah.
I'd say Sky Fortress is tough if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going.
Oh, I love Sky Fortress though.
But
The theme
once you know what you're
mainly.
doing, it's a fun set piece.
There we
set piece
go.
level. This is just a nice. Everything changes because it's letting you know you're near the end of the journey, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like it in this specific case. I think the Sonic Mania version of this,
It
It's-
shows up just for the sake of showing up.
it's
yeah.
nostalgia bait.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's all it is.
Wait, no, and let's be fair. At that point in time, the Sonic fandom needed nostalgia bait. Like there was an the Sonic
Yeah.
series was not in the best spot at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, at least they did a cool thing. But like now, going back and playing it, I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna do the Knuckles run instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for 2017, it was nice because it wasn't just like what Sega unfortunately did, which was use Green Hill over and over and over again.
Oh yeah.
It was these more subtle things telling you like, no, the gameplay, all these little elements mattered,
Yeah.
and we're going to utilize it in fun, different ways. The simple fact that you could take the fire
Oh.
shield.
Oh no!
I realized I screwed up when I accidentally.
Oh wow.
Fun. No. That was on purpose. We just wanted to show you to not do that.
All right, we got a couple more donations here. $5 donated by Anonymous. Tails is obviously olive green. Did I mention that I'm red-green colorblind?
There!
And then $5 donated by Vic Knox, which is, I think it's right for Hutch to hold a Tails plushie while he plays to atone for the sins of betraying his little buddy.
I love that you got the super fast upgrade and then just stood.
That's my style.
Whoa, no. Here we go.
I would always get that, come down here, hit both, and then go zoom off.
Get out of here.
Oh, so that's smart.
My this is my mom's least favorite stage. She
I can understand why. It's a little dangerous.
yeah, she struggled with this one.
Uh,
Oh.
Zip zap.
This game was so big when you were a kid. It was like
right?
Oh, yeah.
so gargantuan.
But yeah, 'cause if you think about like all the games around that time, yeah, it's like you're like, this is humongous compared to just normal stage design.
Yeah, and Sonic's fun to play, but like it takes some work to get the hang of them. It really does.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
even back then.
I
I'd spend hours just trying to figure out just how to get to this point. But now here we are. It's like less than an hour we're here. You know?
I try to conceptualize, like, because the two teams that separated to make this game in Sonic CD.
Yeah.
I try to conceptualize, like, what I love the exploration of Sonic CD.
Same.
But I wish it made a little bit more sense, like this game does.
Sure.
And I sometimes wonder, like, what would have happened if those teams did not split and made Sonic 2 together, right?
I wonder, because I have wondered something like that
Oh, I see,
similarly,
yeah,
and I
thank you.
think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is kind of the answer almost.
I agree.
Because I do think it's like the culmination of all those ideas kind of merged together. That's why I love that game as much as I do.
I mean, apparently Sonic 2 was supposed to be a lot bigger game anyways, with time travel of its own.
Yeah.
So, which, shout out to the Video Game History Foundation for, like figuring all that out and all the assets and materials for coming up with that. By the way, that has always
Bro.
terrified me every time
Oh
you
yeah,
do
no, I
that.
hated that when I was a kid. Yeah.
But those guys are great. If you ever want to go check out some really great backstory on on Sonic 2 specifically, the History Foundation has some really Video Game History Foundation has some great videos on it. I hope one day a fan makes the original intended Sonic 2 game.
Yeah. Just get some wild ideas going with those.
Yeah,
And that could happen. Like, it genuinely could happen. This fan base is nuts.
yeah.
Like, we're all just zeroed in. now.
Yeah, this has always been like the boss that has forced me to dial in the most. It feels like the most multitasking because like the dodging and the
Yeah.
preparing for your bone there.
Well, this kind of reminds me of how to handle honestly the Sigma boss fight for Wall Sigma.
Yes.
X1.
Actually, this stage prepared me for Mega Man X more than I thought it ever would have.
Honestly.
Because I
That's a
grew up
good point.
Sega,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
didn't have a Super Nintendo until later. And when I ran Mega Man X, I was like, oh, this is just Sonic 2.
Yeah, like Wolf Sigma just, puts the thing down, you hop
Got
on
it.
top, you hit his head. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I wonder if the general movement of Sonic, like the popularity, kind of influenced the direction that the offshoot went for Mega Man. I love Mega
Absolutely.
Man X1.
Oh, I would think
So
so.
much.
Mega
Oh,
Man
yeah.
X is an answer to Sonic the Hedgehog, and the attitude, the Sega attitude.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Mega Man is the original classic Mega Man is like NES classic era Mario family friendly appeal,
Yeah.
and then like the radical 90s extreme edginess that Sonic I feel like kickstarted is X is very much an answer to that.
That's a good point. Yeah, with the synth guitar, the opening.
Yeah, I mean
The highway theme.
Mega Man X is one of the best metal albums you'll ever hear.
I love that game so much. Oh,
All right,
man.
Death Egg Zone, let's go!
Death Egg Zone!
Yes. Oh, I love the Metal Sonic just introduction.
Well, excuse me,
Mecha
Silver Sonic.
Excuse
I
you.
know. I meant like just the iteration that would get
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm a big fan of just
It's okay,
like,
it's okay, it's okay. You
I'm
got
a big fan
this.
of the
You got
lore,
this.
So it's like it's
Yeah.
kind of cool to see
Usually
like
that one
piece
hits.
together to
Yeah.
actually be Metal Sonic. Well, it's funny because like they were developed in parallel, right? But it's like
So I actually, not to promote my own stuff so blatantly here, I actually did a video specifically about this robot because I did a lot of digging on it, and it turns out there are 3 separate Sonic robots all developed at the same time without them being aware of
There we
the
go.
other.
Oh,
So Mega Sonic was made at the same time as Metal Sonic, and then that goofy Silver Sonic from the Game Gear game. Nobody knew from the development teams that they were working on a Sonic duplicate.
interesting.
that's amazing.
Yeah. And that's why I love, like, the simple fact that Metal Sonic exists throws, like, the canon of the games into question. And I love that. I like that Origins exists partially to kind of establish where CD is supposed to take place.
Well, sure.
But I do love that because CD is such a surreal, weird, time-traveling kind of a game
But I love it.
that I like that the origins of Metal and when he's supposed to show up doesn't quite make sense. I kind of love that.
Speaking of which, you're sitting next to probably the biggest Metal Sonic fan I know right now.
Yeah.
I won for Sonic 4. I'm just saying.
Oh, did?
Like,
bro,
yeah, you know it.
All
man.
right, all right.
Oh,
We're.
yeah.
I'm in good company.
Okay.
Like half of my videos are just Sonic robots.
Well, and that's the reason why I actually, I mean, probably was partially because of Heroes, because I absolutely love the way that he, like, I would gladly go back to, like, his pre-monstrous transformation, like that form of Metal Sonic.
Neo Metal?
Yeah, Neo Metal's so good.
I disagree,
I got other
but
opinions
I
about
get
that.
the appeal.
Yeah.
I still like him for what he is, but to me, Metal Sonic is the most perfect robot duplicate in fiction.
Yeah. Oh,
In
okay.
fiction.
Oh, okay. That's a bigger statement than I thought you were going with.
It's-
There we
Yeah.
go. Time.
Look at that.
Oh, thank you.
Admittedly, probably partial nostalgia.
You said
because,
we're
again,
done.
Heroes,
yeah,
we
yeah,
love
yeah.
that game.
I mean, same
but-
here, obviously. Like,
Oh.
but yeah, we're in good company. We love
Okay,
that
hold on,
same
hold on.
robot.
Absolutely.
But more importantly, oh my god.
Sorry,
I mean,
this is
He's coming.
this is
Yeah.
legit.
The music at the end is just very like, yeah, Air Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
This
join,
is-
join the army.
Every time I hear the song, I'm just like, all right, it's time. We're going in.
We want you for the Mobius, for the Mobius,
the
and
Mobius
Silver
Army.
But also, like, congratulations, you did such a great job. I still like going. The
Yeah.
nostalgia of this is like looking at the Death Egg mecha and just like, oh, I remember that breaking me as a child.
Yeah.
By the way, we just established Tails is gray.
Oh, there you
Oh.
go. There it is.
Well,
Perfect.
bad news, everyone. We're all wrong.
This is this band, the original band of this song right here. My brain's dying. It's like dreams come true. Thank you.
Yeah.
My brain was thinking of Dream a Dream, but that's a Captain Jack song. Anyways, Dreams Come True is, not gonna lie, one of like my impossible requests to get to come here at MAGFest. I have been trying to get them to come here for 5 years. So I would, one of these days, I'm gonna get Dreams Come True
Oh my God.
to come here
Oh
to
my
MAGFest.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Sonic 2. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for donating to Child's Play.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, another shout out to ItsTheHutch.
Yeah.
Boy, Hutch.
I'm Blaze Bops. I'll be back later for Sonic 3 and Knuckles with TaskBot. And yeah, stick around. We have the big percent next, Sonic Adventure 2.
That's right.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
We're getting set up for big percent, so stay tuned.